Page 6, Joy to the World. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats, using all the white keys. We'll take it one hand at a time to start. You're starting out with 5th finger on the C up here, so that puts you in this position to start. You won't stay there. And it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Then cross over 3rd finger and get down. Now, if you take it, if you take the first phrase, start with a high C and you end in a low C, take out the rhythm. That's just a C major scale going down. Remember in the first Noel of the video, we had the scale going up. Well, now we get it going down, and that's the fingering. So if you can do the scale, this is pretty simple for you, I hope. So you're ending the first line. We have the C, and then you lift up for the phrase, and you have to move up, back up here. And then 2 notes. 3. That A is the F. Don't hold the F down. Just lift up. And again, don't hold the F down. That's the end of a phrase. Watch the fingering at the top of page 7. When you finish the first measure and the second, you need to go to the 3rd finger. So it's and 2. Lift up. It's the end of a phrase. New. Just lift up between the phrases. So it's just a little bit of silence. Again, 3rd finger. And then the second line, first measure, you need 3rd finger on that last note. Again, it's the end of a phrase. You're going to lift up. It's a little misleading because on piano, when you play a repeated note, you get silence between the notes. But when I talk about silence between a phrase, I'm talking about a little more, just a hair more silence. So in the first measure, the second line there, the last 2 notes are E's. Well, between those, I want a little more silence. Lift up on those. And the others, you're just playing them as connected as you can. So it's starting with the first measure, it's here. It sounds like that first D is staccato, and sort of it is, but don't make it too short. We don't. No, it's just lift up so there's some silence. And then lift up at the end there before you play the 8th notes at the end of the second line. It's a new phrase. And again, lift up for the phrase. Reach up for the C, connect the C's, and then claps. And then it's like a C major scale fingering again. So there's a little trickiness in the right hand going on. The left hand, keep the left hand soft. It's got the chord, C chord, you got an F chord, and a 5/7, G7 chord, 5/7 chord, whatever. Now, top of page 7, now we get notes. They're not the same as the right hand is playing necessarily, but rest. Make sure you rest on the rest. It's important that be quiet. And then in the second line, you have starting with second measure, half notes, 1, 2, and staccato. Just a nice wrist staccato. My hands are on the keys, and I'm pushing down and bouncing off. And then the next line, the 3rd line, you come up to you have a rest. You come up 3-1, and then back down to C, and then you finish it off. Work it out one hand at a time, and then try putting the hands together carefully. Now, how fast you go to do this is up to you. I kind of go kind of fast, kind of sort of little in the videos because I don't want the video to last forever. But it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. See, that G is by itself. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, and that C is by itself. get the idea. I don't really want to play it all for you. I don't want you copying me. I would rather you be able to read the music and understand what it's telling you to do, and you just do what it's telling you to do. Everything we're talking about here is mechanical. It's just, I mean, a computer could do it. You got to get past this. You got to get it to where you know it well enough that you're not thinking about fingering and rhythm and all this stuff, that you're actually listening to the music itself. And you get into the music at an emotional level, and that's where the music really happens. And that's where we're headed. Now, remember to bring out the melody. That's the right hand in this arrangement. So play the right hand a little louder than the left. We want to hear the melody. Don't play everything the same. No, bring out the melody. That's what we want to hear. Now, it is rather fast. It's a spirit. It's a happy piece. Yay, bring joy. Okay, you get the idea. What I would like to do is play it slow and boring and have you play with me to double check your notes and your rhythms. And once we got to get all that straight first. And then once you get that, then you can start speeding it up and getting to know the piece, really getting to know the piece and enjoying it. So I'm going to give us 4 counts, and we'll play it together. And there's words, there's extra verses. If you're going to sing it, you just pretend there's a repeat sign at the end, and you keep repeating. We're not going to repeat in the video. I'm just going to play it one time, and I'm not singing it. You can sing if you want to. It's okay. It might be a little boring as slow as we're going to go, but it's usually better. See, singing adds another level of complexity to the piece. You got to know the piece pretty well first, and then try and sing to it. So I recommend maybe hold off on the singing until you really know the piece. So go ahead and put your hands where they go to start here. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Off.